Hi, how are you? My name is Roxana and welcome to my neck of the woods. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new to this channel, I do videos on handbags. As you can tell, this video will be all about Louis Vuitton. I will be talking about the Louis Vuitton Speedy bag that I got in the pre-loved market, and I will also be showing you a pair of Mules that I recently purchased. Again, Louis Vuitton, again, secondary market. This Louis Vuitton, I bought it from my friend who lives in Atlanta, Georgia. I paid for it by selling things on the internet. I sell on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. It took me 4 months to sell stuff on the internet before I could pay for this bag. How much did I pay for it? I paid $600 for the bag and $50 for this charm, which I just absolutely love. The bag does come with a lock. The bag, according to ChatGPT, I love ChatGPT. I paid the extra $20, but I get so much information from ChatGPT. So this bag was originally released in 2011. I think my friend told me she bought it in 2013. The original price was anywhere from $830 to $880. Like I said, I paid $600 for it. It did come with the dust bag. It did come with the lock. And $600 is the estimated resale value according to ChatGPT. Now, I've seen this bag for as high as $900. I believe it was on FASHIONPHILE. If I can find it again, I will show you. Many months ago, when I initially looked for this bag online to see, if $600 was a good price to pay, I didn't have the actual name of the bag. But now that I do have the actual name of the bag, it looks like it's closer to $1,000 for resale. I saw a few of them on Rebag. I saw on FASHIONPHILE. I saw another one on Poshmark, and all of these bags are anywhere from $667 to $1,000. I only saw one for under $700, but most of them are $900 to a little over $1,000. So it looks like I really did get a good deal on this bag, especially because it is in really good shape. My friend did say she took good care of it, and it shows. And most times I've seen it even as high as $1,200. She sold me the bag with this liner. It was the first time I ever had a liner in the bag, and I decided that I like that. I prefer my bags to be pretty floppy, but the liner helps organize things so much better inside my bag, and I'm really starting to like organization things. I didn't particularly like this liner because when it was inside the bag, it wasn't completely flushed to the sides. So I will insert a picture. So it created, especially because I had a lot of things in the bag, it just created the shape of it I didn't like. It looked like you could just tell that there was something inside of it. I just didn't like the shape of it. I did go online. I got a Zoomoni. Is that how you say it? Zoomoni. Zoomoni liner, which they make it specifically for the different bags, right? So this is a Speedy 30. It is called a Damier. Let me see. This bag is called the Damier Ebene, E-B-E-N-E. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. Anyhow, I bought a bottom for this bag so it keeps its shape a little bit better. When I had the red liner that came inside of it, it pulled from the handles, and I think because it didn't have anything firm on the bottom, I think that's why it looked a little bit floppy. I didn't like the shape of it. So I decided to invest in the Zoomoni liner, which is especially made for the Speedy bags, and it is completely flushed to the sides. I do like the shape of it now that it has the Zoomoni liner in it. This bag was made in France, and it says so right here, in France. Now, if you're looking, if you have a Speedy and you cannot find the number, it took me a while to find it and I had to use my flashlight, but here is where the number it is. It is behind the pocket. It has red fabric lining inside the bag, and it has the zip pocket, right? After I had this bag and after I wore it a few times, I realized that I do want to get another Speedy. However, I want to get one that I can wear crossbody. This one, the only way I can wear it is on the kirk of my arm, and that's how I've been wearing it, or carrying it handheld. I don't mind doing that once in a while, especially if I'm going to dinner. That's where I've mostly had it, going to dinner. I wore it on the cruise a few times since my aunt was so kind enough to bring it to me. My aunt lives in Atlanta, Georgia, where my friend lives who sold me the bag. So my aunt and I met on a cruise in August of 2025, and she was kind enough to bring the bag. She actually wore it on the plane. My friend said, hey, you might not want to have your aunt pack the bag because it might get smushed and everything else, which is okay because it's very flexible, that's for sure. And maybe she can carry it. I said, no problem. My aunt was very excited to carry an expensive bag. You know, she would not pay $600 for a used bag. Actually, all my relatives think I'm crazy that I paid $600 for a used bag. Anyhow, she was with the bag on the plane, and the steward said, hey, the plane is about to take off. Can you put it underneath your seat? And she said, no, it's very expensive. No. And then she said it in half Romanian, half English. It is name brand. But the way it sounded in Romanian, it was very funny. So my aunt wasn't traveling alone on that trip. She was there with my uncle and another aunt and uncle and another aunt and uncle. So they all cracked up. The story gets lost in the translation, but it's actually pretty funny that my aunt did not want to put the bag underneath the seat, and she held it in her lap for the whole flight from Atlanta, Georgia, all the way to Seattle, Washington. Anyhow, after carrying and using the bag, the Speedy 30 is just a little bit too big for me. I won't get rid of this because it was my very first Speedy. Speedy, as you probably already know, is a pretty iconic bag. This book is from FASHIONPHILE, and it has the 25 most iconic bags, which the Speedy is one of them. It talks right here about the Speedy. The person who made the Speedy pretty famous is Audrey Hepburn. Apparently, she contacted Louis Vuitton and wanted a Speedy that was a little bit smaller that she could take traveling, and here she is with her Speedy. Apparently, the first time, this was in the 1960s, right around there, 1965. Now, the Speedy first became popular in the 1930s. That is when cars became mode of transportation for the rich, not for everybody. And the Speedy was something that you can carry when you're traveling in the car. Of course, there's been many editions of the Speedy. I very much would like to get this one, the Murakami edition. This is on my wish list, but it's very expensive. And I passed, there was one for about $1,900. I passed on it, and I wish I didn't. However, I'm not opposed to getting some of the other special editions. I've seen this bag in real life at Rebag, And this is, I can't remember the artist's name. I like it. Oh, here's my bag, right? Or a version of it. And I like this one too. The P90, which is these versions right here, they're very expensive. They're like $10,000. I very much doubt I'll ever get one of those. My friend Ligia thinks that I should get the light color one, and I might, I don't know. Again, it will probably, my next Speedy, more than likely, it will be a Speedy 2025. I mean, a Speedy 25, and it will more than likely be from the pre-loved market, because I just cannot afford to spend $4,000 or $2,000 on a brand new Speedy. Is just a lot. But look how many different variations of it is. I love it. I mean, of course I would absolutely love to get a P90. I just don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Do I want to collect all the bags that are here in the 25 iconic bags? No. There's some that I do want to collect, and then there's some others that are just really not my cup of tea. I just seriously started collecting bags in this year. Well, and we're right at the end of 2025. So I'm having fun learning about them and figuring out what is gonna be my next move. I do like the newspaper print. The Dior, what is this called? The saddle bag. I did buy a new Dior recently. I will show it to you, but it's not the saddle bag. I don't like how the saddle bag look on me, the shape when I carry it. The only way you could carry it for me would be handheld, and I don't care about that. However, I do like the saddle bags that are the double saddle bags. I do like those more. I passed on one and I wish I hadn't. It was such a nice bag. It was like $900. The Celine bags. I think I want the Celine, is it Triumph? I think that's what it's called. I do like that bag. Eventually, like for the Hermes, I don't foresee myself owning an Hermes. Again, they're very expensive. Never say never, but I don't see that happening. This one, I can't even remember. I cannot read the name of this, but it is such, she makes such beautiful jewel bags. Work of art, that's for sure. Oh, the Diana bags. She has the, I do want a Dior Diana bag, but the newer versions, the ones where the handles can flop down so you can carry it crossbody. There was, oh my gosh, these ones are so pretty. Oh, I've seen some of these in real life and they are just gorgeous. I fell in love with these East-West. I think they're called Lady D. And this one is just absolutely gorgeous. But this pink one, oh my Lord, I was tempted. But it was, both of these bags were over $3,000 or right around $3,000. So I wasn't that tempted. I mean, the price was a lot. But I love the way these bags looked, and I would love to get one of these one day. Let's talk about the shoes. I live close to a Rebag store. Apparently Rebag has fallen out of favor with collectors. I guess, I'm not sure. For me, I had a very good experience and I absolutely love the shoes that I got. Usually Rebag does not sell shoes, but apparently for Black Friday they had shoes. I was there after Black Friday, but I love these Mules. I love the heel with the fleur-de-lis heel. That is the best part. I think the condition of these Mules are excellent. I'm going to be very careful of where I wear them. I am going on a cruise and I'm thinking of taking them on the cruise. I also really would like to get a Coach bag that has the C's on it, the denim Coach bag, to go with this bag, with these shoes. I mean, I would love to get a denim Louis Vuitton bag, but again, I think a Coach is gonna be more affordable. I paid $600 for these shoes. They're very lightweight and I can wear them. That's the best part. I think they're, like I said, they're such in good shape because the stamp over here is not worn off. I imagine that as I wear these shoes, they are going to be worn off. These ones originally, let me see. I looked these shoes up. Okay, these shoes are called Louis Vuitton Silhouette Mules Monogram Denim Black. I don't think this is black. This looks more like, well, maybe, oh, yes, it is black. Sometimes it looks like dark navy blue, but they are black. So I will probably want to get a black denim bag and not a blue one to match these shoes. Let's talk about the sizing. These shoes are 38, UE 38 here, like, can you see it? Yeah, it's 38. Now, I usually wear size 7, and these fit me to a T. Now, sometimes I wear a European 37, right? And they fit me just fine. But these ones are 38, which I think it translates to 7.5. Again, I usually wear size 7, but 38 in these mules fit me perfectly. So if you're interested in them, just, you know, check out the sizing. That's why I like to try things on, like shoes, before I purchase them. And yeah, I just love these shoes. These were first released in 2021, so not too long ago. The original price for these shoes were $1,030 or $1,120, right? Right now, in the excellent condition, which I do believe this is it's an excellent condition, the value are $600 to $850. So again, I think I got a really good deal. They were 25% off when I got them, so that's the other reason why I got a good deal on them. Again, I absolutely love them. I cannot wait until I find a bag to match them. I'm into having the bags match my shoes. Just this past Saturday when I went to church, I did have a matching bag and shoes together. So yes, these are my Louis Vuitton items that I own. I do believe there will be another Louis Vuitton coming down my way in 2026. Again, it will be a special edition, more than likely a 25, one that I could wear crossbody. But I am enjoying this bag. One day, I actually am thinking of getting this bag painted. Oh, New Vintage, I believe that's the name of the company, will paint them. I believe that there is other ladies online that can professionally paint these bags. So maybe in the future I will get this one painted. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. I appreciate that a lot. Comment down below if you own any Louis Vuitton items and what do you own. Comment down below if Speedies are your thing or not. And also, do you have this book, this from Fashionphile? Not too long ago, I went shopping and was wearing this bag. And guess what, you guys? I came across a brick and mortar Fashionphile store that is not very far away from me. Well, it's about an hour away from me. So I'm very excited to have Rebag and Fashionphile that's fairly close to me, because when I'm spending so much money for pre-loved items, I really want to see them. I don't like to do returns, and having a brick and mortar store where I can see the items works for me just great. Okay, you guys, thank you so much again for watching. I really do appreciate it. I love your comments. And if this kind of content is your vibe, by all means, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it does help me a whole lot. Okay, thank you. Bye.